What's good? It's your boy JG Tennis back with another video. So, man, it's actually been a while since I actually filmed a recently video. If you see on my other on some of my videos I've been posting, those have been like videos from like 2022 or like earlier in 2023 or months ago in 2023. But now it's 2024. But I'm gonna get back to doing these kind of videos. I'm still posting some old videos from like that I filmed from like a year ago or so because I want to get them out, clear some storage. But this video right here, it's gonna be the most recent one. So I know y'all are gonna be like, James, what's wrong with you? Why haven't you been posting like you used to? Well, now I'm back with the story times and stuff. So, you know what we're going to be doing a story time on today? We're going to be having my 2023 in review. Okay, 2023. So, of course, you know, I recently had the greatest year of all time in 2022. Greatest year of all time, had the greatest summer, winter break, all that. I think I may do a video on the winter break of 2022. But now we're going to see what was in store for 2023. How good was it? So let's start 2023 as a whole. It was like, now people are going to be like, James, it was a good year. Now it was a good year. I said, like, on my Instagram, I said it was a okay year. But you know, what do I want to say about this year, 2023? Hey mom, it's my mom in the back. 2023 as a whole, it was actually a pretty good year. Now I did have some expectations. I was hoping that that year would have been like 2022, but it is what it is. So let's start with January. Coming off the greatest year of all time, you know, when 2022 ended, it was just one of the greatest things that I was expecting in 2023. And when it got to that year, January and February still felt like 2022. In January, nothing much has happened. There was some things going on. But then, you know, 2023. No, February, started school tennis. And you know, I talk about school tennis, you know, the year before, school tennis before 2023 was actually a year to remember, going 11-3 semifinals of the section, going undefeated for 2 months, and it was a really good thing for me. And then, you know, this tennis school year, tennis this year has a little bit been a little weird at the beginning of the season. But you know, like, you know, I started off good, 4-0, then I lost to Jasper, and during the middle of the season, you know, I was playing a lot of good people, and it gotten good. It was good, you know. I had 2 losses and then 3 losses, so I was 7-3 during the year, during the school year. 7 wins, 3 losses. And I was kind of figuring out, how can I play my good best at the end of the year? And then I went on a 6-game winning streak to end the season. But what was so special about those 6 games? And that's the first thing that happened. You know, I'm a Ramsey tennis player. And In my freshman year, I broke a few records. Best start to a season by a Ramsey tennis player, and first Ramsey tennis player to have 10 wins since the 1980s. And semifinals of the section. Best result by a Ramsey tennis player since the 1980s. Well, I think 2000s a little bit, but like 1980s mostly, with 10 wins. But I had 11 wins that year. So I was close. I was 1 win away from tying the record of who is known as Beth Mason, who had the most wins in a single season by a Ramsey tennis player. I had tied the second most too in my freshman year. Then sophomore year. Oh my goodness, man. I was 7-3. I won a match. 8-3. I was now 8-3. Then I won my 9th match. 9-3. So it's been a nice getting those 2 wins. And then, I got my 10th win against Aniana. So I was the first Ramsey tennis player to get back-to-back 10-win seasons since the 1980s. And then, I got my 11th win against McAdory. So I was 11-3, and that's the record I was last year in 2022. But like during the high school season, and we played a lot more matches the next year in 2023. So that's why I went 11-3 the other year. We should have played some more, but hey, it is what it is. Then 11-3. We're playing against Oak Grove again for the second time this season, and I had 2 more regular season matches: Oak Grove and Montevallo. And I'm 2 wins away. I'm 1 win away from tying Beth Mason's record with 12 wins, like most in a single season by a Ramsey tennis player, and 2 wins away from breaking that record. So then, I won my match easily, and I got 12 wins that year. So I was now 12-3, and I tied Beth Mason for the most wins in a single season by a Ramsey tennis player. And now for my last match of the regular season. And one of the best days of my life. Well, one of the best 2-day stretches of my life. And, let me go back to... Before I get to this, let me go back a few steps to the season. During that 4-0 start, the best day I ever had at Ramsey High School was the day I was playing tennis in the gym. I was playing tennis against football players, coaches, everything. It was one of the best days of my life. Then we were playing against Leeds and Leeds. And I beat Leeds. I beat my opponent 8-0. One of the best days of my life, man. And then you fast forward back to this moment. Last match of the regular season. I have a chance to make history and make the most wins in a single season. And Beth Mason's 12 wins have not been broken by a Ramsey tennis player ever. And this was back in 1962. That's a long time ago. No one has been able to beat Beth Mason's record in 60 some years. Let me see. 2023 and 62. "61 years. For 61 years, no one's been able to get past. No one in Ramsey tennis history has been able to get past 12 wins. Like no one in Ramsey tennis history. Not like a lot of other people could break that record easily, yes. And I could have in my 2022 year if I would have had probably more than played more than because we had like how many regular season games? Like 12 regular season games. And then the next year we had 16 regular season games. But it is what it is. But during that match, I was kind of nervous. Even if I was like, in every match I go, even if it's a match where I'm gonna win easily or like in 20 minutes, I'm still nervous because I'm a guy that doesn't underestimate anybody. Like, I always go out there and play my game. I always underestimate myself. Or I don't really underestimate myself. I mean, like, I always go in as an underdog, no matter if I'm a favorite or not. I'm an underdog. And I got the first 2 games of the match. Good. 3rd game, good. 4th game, halfway there. 5th game, 6th game, and then I got the 7th game. So, and during this time, I only missed 2 shots. And that was like, I'm playing great in a record-breaking match. And then, the greatest thing, last point, match point, I break the record. 13 wins in a single season, the most ever by a Ramsey tennis player. And I'm talking about singles wise. Most singles wins by a Ramsey tennis player in a single season. Now, you want to add those wins, then yeah, I still have that record too. And here is, yeah, y'all can't see that. And I'm still looking for the paper. But you can see it said, like, I wish you could see it says James Giles 2023, Beth Mason 1962, 13, 12, 13 and 3, 12 and 5. Like, her record overall that in 1962 was 12 and 5. My record and during that time it was 13 and 3 for the regular season. And during that time it was really awesome. People saw that a lot of things built for all the records and stuff. When I came to school the next day, it was one of the best things ever. Like, everybody came up to me, told me about record breaking, everything, all of that. It was really awesome. And days just went by so good. So then I had visits to Huntington and Tuskegee. They're really good. And this year overall, like, what I gotta say is Ramsey, like, we went to sectionals and I made it to the semifinals again in both singles and doubles. And I can't lie, this was one of the best seasons I've ever had. 14 and 4. Most wins in a single season by a Ramsey tennis player. And I just had a wonderful, wonderful time. So, I didn't play junior team tennis this year. Last year, but it is what it is. So then, like, tennis wise, what can I say? I wasn't really playing my best a little bit, you can say. And I was trying to figure out how am I gonna find my form, and then I won state games. and it was a really good thing to win, and I was happy to win that tournament. But it was like I was still not in the form I wanted to be in. And during the summer, some things going on, and just during the summer, I wasn't really playing like how I wanted to play. Now, I know my goal was to play tennis in college, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm trying to play these tournaments, but I'm not winning like I want to. I don't have the confidence that I have had before. And then, the tournament that changed my entire season. And don't forget, going into like, I had currently like before May, I had 6 losses. Before May. After July, and then after like July 7th, I had 8 losses. Well, like I had 2 more losses after May. But then go to the Tuscaloosa tournament. That tournament changed my entire season. Literally changed my entire season. That brought my confidence up a little bit because, and let me tell you the backstory of that tournament. When I went to that tournament, the day before I was coming back to Mountain Brook, I played bad at practice. Like bad, horrible at practice. And I'm like, I'm not going to win this tournament. And then, I go into that tournament, Tuscaloosa. I did okay in my first match. Then, I did very good in my second match, my semifinal match. And then I made it to the final and I won. So that was a really big confidence booster right there for me. And I'm like, that's good for me. And did good. So then, I started talking to some other coaches and stuff. Then, I caught to college exposure camp where we had won I was on a winning team. And guess what? It was a good thing for me. So then, I had one more tournament, my last tournament of the summer at George Ward, my home. So I played against my teammate Joshua Neely. I won 6-1, 6-1. It was good, pretty good. And then I played against Sage. I won 6-1, 6-1. That was, and during that match I was tired, even though I won 6-1, 6-1. But because I wore like a black shirt, it's mostly for winter's time. But yeah, it is what it is. I don't know what I was doing. And then the last match, the final match against Bart Stevens. And that match right there, now the Tuscaloosa tournament was the match that changed my life. I mean, that changed my entire season and how I was moving forward with tennis. But this match right here proved that I was getting better and better. And I lost the first set. I was losing in the second set. Got straight games, played good, and won the set 6-4. Then in the tiebreaker. I don't know how I did it, man. And I won the match. And I was tired after that match. I was exhausted. I felt like I was going to pass out. I almost passed out on the ground. I went on the ground for a few seconds, and then I tried, I was had to be helped upstairs, and I won. And you can put this in the storybook. I said, what a way to end the summer. Won first place George Ward tournament. I am really playing great tennis. Last year in the greatest summer ever, I got second. This time I got first. Now time to rest and get ready for junior year. Man. "2023, man, been like, there's times where there's like, it was had its highs and then it had its lows, and then during that summer it was like Not really as exciting as I wanted it to. But you know, I was hanging out with my friends, Richard and Solomon. They're good boys. They're good, my guys. But to end the summer like that, like during the summer, like, and I gotta say, this was probably the best tennis you've ever seen me play during the summer. Except, and you know, the thing is, out of all the summers, I done lost 2 matches. I done lost 2 matches. And all of my matches I've been to have been either in a final or like, and my 2 losses were in a final and a semifinal. And the rest of the matches I won were finals, and I won. And that's the key right there. Like, I've been playing, like, I don't know how I did it. Been playing good. So then, you know, I have a match at like, you know, junior year starting up, and you know, it's not as exciting as it was going into 10th grade year, but it is what it is. Everything was okay. Things are going good. And then, you know, a month into 2020, a month. You know, I started driving to school now in 2020, like back in January, so it's good. But then here's the thing. I would say I had the worst Labor Day I ever had. Now, it started off good, and then someone ran into my car. And then I got COVID the next day. Had to quarantine. And I'm just like, what is going on? Why is this year getting so bad? But then, you know, I went to a camp in Atlanta, did good, everything was right. And then, you know, the season continues. I played a tournament at Mountain Brook. I mean, not at Mountain Brook, at Greystone. Now, going to this tournament, I thought I was going to lose in the semifinals. So I won against my boy Zach Hope in the quarterfinals. Then, you know, I beat Sage in the semifinals, which was a really good match. 7-6, 6-3 or 6-2. 6-3, I think. And then, you know, the final against my boy Steele. I would say that I played the best tennis of my life. I won 6-4, 6-4 at Greystone. So here's the end to the summer, playing tennis. And then won tournament at Greystone. It's been such a good year for me. And, I mean, such a good, things are going good for me. And then, you know, I go for my 17th birthday. And my 17th birthday, man. Now, I've had some pretty good birthdays over the years. Like, I have friends over 2015, 2016, I forgot what we did. 2017, I know we did some at the game thing. 18, what do we do in 18? Oh yeah, I had Richard and Nicholas over. 19, hotel. 20, hotel. 21, skating. 2022, city walk and ATV riding. What about 2023? This birthday, man, comes to my heart. Me and my like, I stayed up till 12. I posted a photo that it was my birthday, and I went to bed, and I woke up, and it was my birthday, and it was a pretty good day for me because, you know, I came to school, people were telling me happy birthday, all that. It was a pretty good thing. And then, you know, my plan is that I'm gonna celebrate my birthday at the library with my friends. And guess what? Guess who came to my birthday? Solomon came to my birthday. The first 2 years he missed my birthday. Like in 2021, I had invited him to my birthday. He couldn't come. 2022, he couldn't come. This year he's able to come. So he came. So Solomon walked down to the library from school, cause library is like down the street from Ramsey, and like we walked. Like I drove to Chick-fil-A first. And then came back up, and it was a pretty good birthday. Like I had my friends, Jalen Lee was there, Cartel was there, Kobe was there, library group was there. It was a fun experience. Here's my birthday. And here's everybody coming down this week. Just love this year, man. And being here at this school, Morgan Davis. And his birthday, it was really cool because everything was going right. And a few days later, oh, I forgot to mention, I've been talking to a lot more college coaches too, offers. And I've been really good in tennis, man, and everything's just been going right. And my tennis year still continue to go well, including right here. Everything's just been going good, man. Like, wow. My goodness, man. We went to Atrox factory in Leeds. Leeds is my second home. Everybody, like, you're gonna most likely see me in Leeds. And at the haunted house, like, we first went to Buc-ee's, Outlet, Bass Pro Shops. Then we went to Atrox. And bro, it was one of the craziest experiences we ever had. And like, bro, like, sometimes I got scared a little bit, and then bro, my friend Joaquin was grabbing me, bro. Like, people were grabbing onto him. I'm like, what, bro? What y'all doing, bro? Like, y'all trying to make me fall. I can't see. It's dark. But we're like a really, really, really good group. I was scared, man, but it was a good thing. Atrox is one of the best places I've ever had. Then we went to I think we were at Chick-fil-A until like we all left. And also it was a movie year, and movies were good. Cross Spider-Verse, amazing, everything. Regal, Trustville, everything. Do you know I was at Webster University for a tennis visit. I had fun there, man. It was just amazing. Then went to Warehouse 31, another haunted house. And man, that one was scary. It was scary, man. And then I get ready for my last tournament of the season. I won. This tennis season was special. I am 52. I won 52 matches and only lost 10. Don't forget how I started off the season. I started off the year 20-6. Which is not bad. During the summer, I lost 2 matches. Like before May, 6 losses. After May, only 4. Or if you want to say like only 4. And those 4 came like one came in, and this was the tournament I was in was a round robin. So I lost to the guy at first. Then I beat him the next time we played. And then like during the match, like during the other losses, 2 were in like one was in June, one was in July, another was in November. But I was just playing. I was living life, talking to a lot more schools and stuff for tennis. It's been amazing. And then, this year's Christmas break. Now, let me tell you about this year's Christmas break. It wasn't all that bad. Like, me and my friends got to hang out, everything. Me, Richard, what's his name? Solomon did something. And then, we all went to, what's it called? We all hung, we went, like, this is what we did. So I had these 2 days that happened. Like, things are going good, okay, everything's good, and I have a job at the George Ward Pro Shop, and here's the thing. Last 2 days is 2023. Me, Richard, Jalen, Solomon, we went to a basketball game. Alabama, they won, and it was the first time Alabama won. Like the time we went to the game. And it was a good game. Like, Alabama played so good. Then, the, what's it called? The, Fisher. Then, we all went to Leeds after the game. Spent a lot of money that day. And, then I went to Regal the next day. With Joaquin and Jack. So, experiencing some of these things was just amazing. And now I have 2024 to get ready for. So, because I can, and I'm excited for it. Commitment day. When I commit to a tennis school, I'm ready for that. Well, I'm excited for this journey. I haven't really been filming a lot on my tennis visits, but I think I might start vlogging from my tennis visits. And when I get ready, I'm excited for what 2024 has for me. So I'm excited. Well, thank y'all for listening. It's been your boy JG Tennis, and I will be posting some more videos. You're gonna see some old videos from 2022 when I charge my old Chromebook up. I'm gonna be posting some more videos from there too. Cause 2024, getting ready for it. It's been your boy JG Tennis. Peace out.